rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode of the Ramadan show with Alhanislam. So today, inshallah, I am with my two beautiful sisters. You know them by now, Hafsa and Hafsa.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Still answering on your behalf, inshallah. So today we are going to talk about things that do not nullify the fast. So talking about things that do not nullify the fast, inshallah, we are going to list all of them for you, inshallah. Most if not all of them, inshallah. Please do not forget to follow on social media. On Instagram, it's @AlhanIslam. On Twitter is @Alhan_Islam. On Facebook, it's AlhanIslam. And we would be back right after the short break. Back, beloved viewers. So inshallah, the first thing that I would like you guys to know about the things that do not nullify the fast is, one is the wet dream during the day of fasting. It doesn't invalidate your fast, and according to the agreement of scholars, because there is no intention there, this is something that you cannot control. You cannot control your dreams. So when this happens in the daytime and when during fasting, it doesn't nullify your fast. However, when you wake up, you could take ghusl, but that doesn't mean that your fast is nullified.
So the second thing is that does not nullify the fast is involuntary vomiting. You know, when you did not force yourself to vomit, because the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, whoever is overpowered by vomit does not have to pay for the fast of that day. So involuntary vomiting does not nullify the fast.
Another thing which doesn't nullify fast is when something enters one's throat, such as dust, it could be a fly, etc. In the hadith, it was reported where it was stated that our Lord do not impose punishment on us for where we have erred or forgotten. So when something unintentional or mistakenly enters your throat, your fast is still not nullified.
And the fourth point is the unintentional bleeding, such as when your nose bleeds or bleeding from wounds and so on. And this also does not break the fast because there is no intention or willingness when that happens.
You know, the other thing is eating or drinking out of forgetfulness, because the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, whoever forgets and eats while fasting, he should complete his fast, for Allah has fed or given him, or Allah has fed him. You know, like my brother will say, Allah checked him. So
right.
At that state, kamanta Allah checked him.
Right.
Another one is eating when in doubt that the adhan has been called. You are not expected to actually pay back that fast. So when in doubt, you should continue your fast, and you shouldn't feel as if yes, your fast has been nullified.
And also the seventh is waking up in a state of janaba, whether from sexual intercourse or from wet dreams. So when you wake up and let's say the time for suhoor is past, it doesn't mean that you have to pay for that day. All you need to do is just take your bath and you carry on with your fasting. It doesn't nullify the fast.
Another thing is using the siwak, the miswak.
Right.
You know, the chewing stick. It doesn't nullify the fast.
Okay.
Another one to state is when someone actually thinks the sun has set and then he breaks his fast unintentionally without realizing it, your fast is still good.
Right. And also still coming back to the seventh point I had made, you have a narration where the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he sometimes used to be in a state of janaba at the time of Fajr, and he would perform ghusl and still fast. So even sometimes when you sometimes there is not enough time to perform ghusl, but then you already have the niyyah to fast and you are still in that state, all you have to do is still just take up the intention and then you could then you could still take the bath later on. So also about what you said, that if the person thinks that the sun has set because of clouds or the like and breaks the fast, and then it turns out that the sun has not set, he should resume fasting and he does not have to make up for this day. And this is the opinion chosen by the scholars, including Shaykhul Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. who said if the fasting person eats at the time of sunset, thinking that the sun has most likely set, and then the sun appears, he stops eating and resumes his fast. So I would say more about this when we hear the views.
Abin da yake kare azumi mace ne a cikin idan ta je yin abinci ta yi abincinta to tana so ta tabbatar ya nuna ko kuma abincin ya yi daɗi to idan ta yi test ɗin shi muddin bai wuce makogwaranta cikin cikinta ba ta yi test ɗin shi to in Allah da wannan bare kare mata azumi ba sabida tana so ta tabbatar da dakon abincin ne wannan azumin tana nan in kuma ta ciya ce ya wuce makogwaranta ya shiga cikin cikinta da saninta kuma azumin ta ya kare.
Welcome back, dear viewers. So still on the hadith by where Ibn Taymiyyah's ruling is saying that that person's condition is like that who has eating out of forgetfulness, and it is narrated in an authentic hadith that people broke their fast during their lifetime of the Prophet ﷺ, and then the sun appeared again. So the hadith did not mention that they were commanded to make up for that day, and if that had happened, the news would have spread, and just as the incident of breaking their fast was narrated. So because of this, it is because it's not mentioned in there, so it is not seen as compulsory to actually make up for that day. And since it has not been narrated, then we can safely assume that they were not commanded to do so. And it is also narrated that once Umar bin Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, broke his fast during the day upon thinking that the sun had set. And this, you know, during that time there was no wristwatch, so they had to just guess on that.
The sighting of the sun,
right?
The sun, shadows,
and when shadows exactly. Yes. And so it appeared again, and he said we should not make up for this day because we didn't incline to sin. And you have again Shaykh al-Islam, which is Ibn Taymiyyah, saying that this opinion is stronger in terms of evidence and reasoning and very close to the evidences of the Quran and Sunnah. So do you have any more points on things that do not nullify the fast?
Say something, you know, backbiting does not necessarily nullify the fast. It actually reduces the reward. You know, using coal, like that's the kajal, the kwalli, start. Using kwalli does not nullify the fast. The lady who fasts can always apply kohl to her eyes. It's the traditional form of the eyeliner.
Right.
So you could always.
So is there like a specific kajal that goes down the throat?
Well, that's I don't know.
Right. Maybe some brands that are not.
What brand that?
Well, so far all the ones I've been using, I've not seen any.
Because if an eyeliner should go down my throat, I wouldn't even use it. I wouldn't even use it. No.
So, okay, so tasting the food.
Yeah, in a reported hadith, in a hadith by Sahih Bukhari, it was stated that there is no harm for a person to taste vinegar or anything while fasting as long as it does not enter his throat. So this goes to say that for really it is, or for anyone cooking during the month of Ramadan, you are allowed to taste it, but however that food should not go down your throat into your stomach.
And also perfume. You find out that some people, they put
very strong
perfume. Yeah, and then not just you, but then someone else that's close to you could
perceive, inhale,
and then it passes through the throat, and that nullifies the fast. But if it's a soft one, so a mild perfume does not nullify the fast. So I think we have
sisters out there should actually take note and avoid this detail.
Yeah, these things, inshallah. And so we have addressed most, if not all, of the things that do not nullify the fast, and we would have to draw the line here. But then stay tuned, because you know us, we have something coming.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقدموا بين يدي الله ورسوله واتقوا الله إن الله سميع عليم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي ولا تجهروا له بالقول كجهر بعضكم لبعض أن تحبط أعمالكم وأنتم لا تشعرون إن الذين يغضون أصواتهم عند رسول الله أولئك الذين امتحن الله قلوبهم للتقوى لهم مغفرة وأجر عظيم إن الذين ينادونك من وراء الحجرات أكثرهم لا يعقلون ولو أنهم صبروا حتى تخرج إليهم لكان خيرا لهم والله غفور رحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن جاءكم فاسق بنبأ فتبينوا أن تصيبوا قوما بجهالة فتصبحوا على ما فعلتم نادمين واعلموا أن فيكم رسول الله لو يطيعكم في كثير من الأمر لعنتم ولكن الله حبب إليكم الإيمان وزينه في قلوبكم وكره إليكم الكفر والفسوق والعصيان أولئك هم الراشدون فضلا من الله ونعمة والله عليم حكيم.
Welcome back, all dear viewers. So a question came in from the social media on Instagram where someone dropped a comment asking about the tradition called tashe that the kids go around after iftar.
After iftar or after isha? Which?
Yeah, mostly after Taraweeh, they come around and they just do like a play. You have things like goro.
Yeah,
so things
Evidently, you were involved in something like that.
No, but we could hear from
but you know,
those.
but this is something that honestly, right, as a kid, I did look forward to, and for us at that time, right, that I was a kid.
It was enjoyable.
at that time it was business for me, right? So what I do is the kids on the street that come to do the tashe, when they come and do theirs, right, and they're gone, like an hour later I would go and mimic exactly what they have done and come to the sitting room and say, okay, it's time for tashe, and I'll do it, and you have to pay me 500 naira each person, whether you like it or yes. So it was business time for me, but then this actually has no basis
in Islam.
in
Islam.
Islam.
There's no culture, the northern culture.
Yeah, it's a tradition that
And I mean for kids to have fun.
yeah, so kids it's just kids having fun and just coming up
Being
with
kids,
plays. Just like you'd say in the village you have the moonlight tales and how the kids play at the dandali. So it's just similar, and they just infuse it into Ramadan just to lighten up the
And
season.
I think it spices up the season, just adds more flair to it.
Yeah. Allah knows best. And if this is an error, may Allah forgive us.
Ameen.
And may Allah grant us the ability to stop intertwining culture and religion. So having said that, I have something interesting for two of you. All right, are you ready?
Always.
So I'm gonna mention A to Z, right? So and then you have to, when I say A, right, immediately you would have to just at the same time you would have to state a word that has to do with the deen. So we're doing this A to Z, and then if you think
A word that has to do with the thing.
Okay.
yeah. So if I say A, Aida, A something, right? So I'm not gonna say A. I'm just gonna say A and boom, B and boom, right? If you fail, Sha, we'll discuss the punishment later.
Interesting.
So just keep watching, right? Keep watching.
This is not gonna be funny.
Okay, so let's go. No thinking. If you think you're cheating, it's not good to cheat in Ramadan.
You're not supposed to think.
No, you can't think.
You have to think.
No. So let's go. A.
Allah.
Liking fast.
B.
Baraka.
Hello.
This is open embarrassment now.
C.
Khalifa.
No.
The Khalif. The
Khalif.
Khalif.
There's a C. You
Mama.
can spell with a C. So you failed 3 times. 2 more to go. Let's go. D. E.
Iman. Some people spell it E.
I say bring your head forward. Conk the head. No, conk.
No, but this is actually.
You have to bring it up. You have to bring it up. Come forward. Come on. Knock the head.
She's not. You're not doing.
Knock the head. So we have come to the end of this episode, and we will catch you on the next episode of the Ramadan show with AlhanIslam. She's still going to conquer.